But there was one scene that really stuck out for me, and that was the scene when they were on the train platform and they were going over the words.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
got to that one word, and the father said, "Come here."
Mm.
And he laid his head
I don't.
on his
Yeah,
shoulder,
that part.
and that jumped out, and I started writing. So, my
Mm.
question is, did that just happen naturally? And if it did, what was the reaction of everyone filming, watching that happen?
Mm. Man, it takes me back to, even the audition, because that was the audition scene.
Oh,
So and Kai could jump in on this right afterwards. We brought Jeremiah, who plays Mason, in for a chemistry read with Will Catlett. And one of the scenes that we chose was that reading scene because
mm,
we wanted to see or organic chemistry, right? How do you, call and respond? How do you engage with each other? And so in the scene, if I was to show you the audition tapes, that moment wasn't there.
mm.
All all Mason or Jeremiah was supposed to do was just scoot closer. The laying his head on his shoulders was never part of the script. It was never a part of my direction. Um, up until we got to the day of shooting, and they going through, the scene, they going through the words, they going through the drawings inside the book, and Will said, come in, come closer, and Jeremiah laid his head on his shoulders, and that was really due to their comfortability with each other. Because actually, to be honest with you, that was the second day of shooting. So it wasn't
Yes.
even on day 20. That was day
It was
2.
day 2. Yep.
Wow.
That's what I
But
was gonna
Will
say.
and Jeremiah, from the moment that they met, they were both so comfortable with each other.
Mhm.
I remember Will had his arm around Jeremiah as he was talking to their parents, and they was just like chilling like they were father and son.
Yep.
Like it was something that was organic. So honestly, that had nothing to do with me. That had
Mm,
every bit to do with the connection that Will and Jeremiah naturally have without me, to be honest with you. So he felt comfortable laying his head on his shoulder and just engaging in that fashion.
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
and just a quick aside about Jeremiah, and I mean we know Will is the GOAT. He's incredible. You can see it if you watch his performance. But Jeremiah, his joy, his zeal,
Yeah.
it's infectious, and that's just who he is as a person. His mother's name is Joy, actually, and I'm like, you just pass that right on to your son.
Yeah.
Um, he's such a beautiful human being, a beautiful spirit. So I love that moment too, Floyd. And we've never talked about that. We've never gotten that question in a
Yeah.
panel
Yeah,
or
y'all
Did I
good.
comment.
tell y'all?
Y'all good.
Y'all are good on that scene, but like that has always been one of my favorite moments. And I was there on set for that moment. So oftentimes I was in the office because Kristen and I, our other producer, and shout out to Kristen Nuno and Autumn Bailey Ford, our other producers. And we have a whole slew of other producers. I can do a shout out later, but we were in the office and like going back and forth, working as UPM and line producing. But yeah, I was there to witness that. And I just was like trying not to squeal because you could just feel Jeremiah really leaning into Mason and just feeling like Will was his father.